Because of the fact that he's won decisions by, you know, playing it safe, people that just don't get excited about him and they recognize him with the all-time greats. He's the best ever.
Yeah, I believe so.
You're seeing just like a totally different beast. He's
Just
super
nonstop,
and you can't
relentless.
You can't keep up with that.
Shakur, he boxes because he does step back, you know. But then he comes in and jabs, and tries to counter. That's boxing.
Joe Rogan reacted to Shakur Stevenson's impressive win over Teofimo Lopez, calling him the best fighter ever. He highlighted Stevenson's precision, discipline, and calm inside the storm of the ring, showing that raw talent paired with tireless work can dominate at the highest level.
It's hard work. It's just hard work. I believe that, but man.
Yeah, but state of mind too. Like he believes it mentally.
But it's the amount of hard work is extraordinary to get to that.
Stevenson delivered one of the most complete performances of his career, outboxing Teofimo Lopez over 12 rounds to capture the WBO junior welterweight title and become a 4-division world champion.
Man, let me tell you, Shakur moved so well. He won every round, and he was just a step ahead with quickness and just with, you know, just the plan himself. Great plan coming in, and he did well. Congratulations to him.
He won all the rounds? Is that what you're saying? He won all 12 rounds?
Well, maybe he lost one, but he won the majority of rounds.
At what time did you realize that this was just going to be Shakur taking over the whole fight?
After the fourth round.
After the fourth round?
Yeah.
Teofimo, it seems like he couldn't just get it going. Like he just tried differently going up and down. The counters were getting him.
Yeah.
What could he done differently tonight?
I don't know. You know, it's difficult to box against a great mover like that. And, you know, he tried. He definitely tried. His dad was emotional. You know, he wanted him to do better, but, you know, this is boxing.
All three judges scored the bout 119-109, a lopsided decision that reflected how dominant Stevenson was across the contest.
Just beautiful performance by Shakur, dominant, only lost a round. Just, I mean, was there any moment you had any doubt, or I don't know, but as the fight progressed, what were you seeing?
Well, you know, actually, once I seen that he couldn't handle our hand speed, you know, I really felt comfortable with that, you know. I thought, you know, that we could take risks and do more and whatnot, and as the fight went on, it seemed like it just got better, you know. We was hoping that the pace would, you know, kind of kick in with him and slow him down, but I think he did to a point, but I think, you know, his overall performance, he did well, you know. Like I said, we give a lot of respect to him. He's a formidable opponent, and Shakur just stayed with the game plan and just outscored him. We wanted to get ahead on the scorecard from the beginning, so we took it from there and just tried to stay ahead.
Joe Rogan said what he has long admired most about Stevenson is his defensive mastery and technical brilliance.
Billy Shell since Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah.
His defense was incredible.
Yeah, defense, and he stayed. And that guy was putting the guy from Golden Boy. I can't remember his name, who he fought, but was just a good fighter and was really pressuring him. And Shakur stayed in the pocket.
Yeah,
he stayed in the pocket.
He also said he's not
calling him a runner
before.
Anymore. He's not a runner. Yeah,
but he said after that fight, I'm not going to fight that way anymore. He said I took too many shots.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because he wanted to like put on a show and show everybody he's not just a runner. He could stand in the pocket. Right. Then he's like, why am I doing this? I'll box the shit out of these motherfuckers.
Yeah. I mean, he's a silver medalist, that guy.
Yeah. Oh, he's elite. He's elite. Yeah. And just one of the best, like, it's far.
However, what made Stevenson's defense particularly impressive in this fight was how he integrated it into his offense.
You know, I thought that Teo is an elite guy, and he basically made him look quite average tonight. 4-division world champion, 28 years of age. What can you say?
Did anything surprise you about Teo's performance tonight? Because I almost feel like he was running out of ideas. But
I just think Shakur looked strong. You know, Shakur looked like he was punching very hard. His jab was on point. His footwork was incredible. It's his timing. It's his fitness. He's a complete fighter.
Is Conor Ben realistic for Shakur Stevenson next?
Hold on, guys. You can't go through there.
No. Conor Ben next.
We gotta get through.
We love that.
Shakur acknowledged Lopez's courage to put his title on the line and praised the competitive spirit as he tweeted, "Thank you for the opportunity, Teo. I respect you for not being scared to put it on the line like the rest of these fighters." Teofimo Lopez was noticeably heartbroken and disappointed on the night. The inability to land sustained offense left him looking defeated and frustrated in his corner after a fight that never went his way.
Yo, what's up, man? How you doing, man?
Assault on tonight?
Just grateful to be here, man. That's all.
You put on a performance tonight and unfortunately came up short, but what was it that surprised you about Shakur Stevenson?
Nothing at all, man. Just didn't come with the right plan. That's all. Better man won tonight. Good fan.
Do you feel like you'd like to run it back at some point with Shakur? I know you're someone that always wants to event like that time Kambosos beat you. You want to dip into it straight away, right?
We'll see what happens next, man. I'm gonna let my team do the work on that.
Teofimo, appreciate your time.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Bill Haney publicly acknowledged Shakur Stevenson's excellent work, praising the tactical brilliance and effectiveness Stevenson displayed in the ring as he posted, "Great execution by Team Shakur." Boxing analysts and fighters reacted widely on social media and in commentary after the event, noting that Stevenson's performance was a masterclass, not only in offense but in minimizing damage. Many pointed out that Lopez struggled throughout the fight because each time he tried to impose his aggression, Stevenson would neutralize it with lateral movement, timing, and clean counters. Even when Lopez tried to rally, especially in the mid-round, Stevenson's defense never waned. He simply adapted, making Lopez reset and rethink rather than get closer.
Overall, everything I told y'all, man, 9-3, man. But I think Teo lucky. How many rounds they gave him? Did they give him a round? Fucking bum. Get Teo out of here.
What could Teo done differently in this fight?
Nothing. He couldn't do nothing. He couldn't do nothing. He tried everything. What his dad said? I told everybody. That's what his dad said, right? I told everybody. Out of here, man. Out of here.
At what round did you feel like it was going to be just a takeover?
First round. I said it. First round. It's over with. It's going to be like this all night, man. All night.
Richardson, what's going to be next for Shakur Stevenson from now? What is going to be next after this?
I don't know. Whatever he want to do, man. Whatever he want to do.
Before the Stevenson versus Lopez bout, respected trainer and commentator Teddy Atlas analyzed the matchup and pointed out that while both fighters bring high-level athleticism and skill, Lopez's mental state could be a deciding factor in how the fight unfolded. Atlas acknowledged Lopez's power and physical gifts, but also noted his inconsistency against top competition, suggesting that if Lopez wasn't mentally prepared and focused from start to finish, Stevenson's disciplined technical approach could expose those vulnerabilities.
Listen, to me, you got to start with Teofimo's mindset. I mean, he's a terrifically talented fighter, but he can be hot and cold. And I think the hot and cold isn't really attached to his physical abilities or condition. I think it's mental. I think, is he in a mental good place? Is he mentally in a good place? I think that, I don't know if we know that for sure, but when he's in mentally a good place, he's a hell of a fighter. I think that what's interesting about this is that he might be the first fighter that Shakur has ever faced that can match him athletically. Speed, quickness, and surpass him in power. But match him with hand speed and leg speed. So that makes it very interesting. I'll tell you something that nobody would dare to say because it sounds ludicrous.
Prepared and focused from start to finish, Stevenson's disciplined technical approach could expose those vulnerabilities. This perspective fit into a broader pre-fight narrative that Lopez had shown flashes of brilliance in his career, yet at times brought a level of emotional unpredictability into big fights, something that could tilt momentum in an evenly matched contest if not managed well. In contrast, Stevenson's calculated style, defensive awareness, and ability to stay composed under pressure seemed tailor-made to capitalize on any lapses in Lopez's mindset, reinforcing the idea that this matchup was as much psychological as it was physical.
I think if Teo, look, Shakur's terrific, and he looked great in his last fight, but I think that if Teo is right mentally, he could possibly outbox Shakur. Nobody would think that.
What makes you say that?
Because of what I just said, his athleticism. He can match him athletically. And he's got a good enough IQ of this sport in the ring where I think that he could, if he has the right strategy, and he's right mentally, I said that already, but he could actually make Shakur come out of his comfort zone and have to come forward, which is really not his forte. His forte is to be a great defensive fighter, turn defense into offense,
and be a great counterpuncher. He could maybe make him come, like, get off, get out, use his legs, and maybe puts the emphasis on Shakur to have to go take the risk. That would be interesting.
There's another fight that's been announced today, Chisora against Wilder. Two guys coming to the end. What do you make of that fight?
I just don't want to see nobody get hurt. I think that, you know, I love Shakur. He's one of my favorite people in the sport to be